Hello, welcome to Access. My name's Nathan, and this is a video about 12 absolute classics that you can play right now on PlayStation Now. PlayStation Now is a subscription service that gives you access to a library of over 350 PlayStation 3 games, and as of July 2017, 50 PlayStation 4 games too, all playable immediately on PS4 or PC with no download or install times. Here are 12 essential titles, or in some cases entire series, that you can play right now. And remember, if you do want to play them, you can start a free 7-day trial of PlayStation Now right away. We start with Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, a game the Access team still revisits regularly and which is still very probably the best PS3 game of them all. This is Naughty Dog really hitting its stride, combining a blockbusting action adventure with a smartly constructed story filled with funny, lovable characters and plenty of laughs. There's a point at which the constant stream of inventive one-off set pieces is almost ridiculous, and in Nathan Drake, the game has a hero you won't want to say goodbye to. And you don't have to. PlayStation Now also includes Uncharted Drake's Fortune and Uncharted 3 Among Thieves, meaning you can play through the whole PS3 trilogy at your leisure. Get ready for the upcoming release of open world Western Red Dead Redemption 2 by playing the original on PlayStation Now. Red Dead is a fusion of GTA's sprawling sandbox gameplay with a cine-literate tour of Western iconography, which sees developer Rockstar in a more serious, reflective mood than normal. Yes, there's plenty of action and laughs here, but also musings on morality, nation building and family, which elevates this to the status of true classic. Media Molecule's follow-up to Little Big Planet is another celebration of creativity and craft, this time in the form of a deliriously colourful, endlessly inventive platformer, Tearaway Unfolded. Set in a paper world of origami creatures and ticker-tape explosions, Tearaway is the story of a letter delivered by one of two papercraft messengers, Iota or Etoile, to a huge portal that's opened up in the sky. A journey across an interactive landscape that makes brilliant use of the DualShock 4's various features and delivers a belting platformer in its own right. Wait, did we already say that Uncharted 2 was the best game on PS3? Because that was before we remembered The Last of Us. Naughty Dog's Uncharted follow-up brings all the lessons the studio learnt about story and character to bear on a very different story, an intense post-civilization tale of survival and heartbreak, and about caring for others in the most extreme circumstances. There's nothing else like it, and PlayStation Now features the main game as well as the brilliant Left Behind, a substantial side story that offers a deeper look at Ellie's past. One of the really important things that happened on PS3 was that, against the odds, Rocksteady Studios made a game about Batman that nailed the feeling of being the Dark Knight harder than one of the man's own shark-thwacking right hooks. Arkham Asylum was a wonder, an action-adventure title stuffed with gadgets, villains and DC lore, but the sequel, Arkham City, was somehow even better. An open-world marvel set in a perma-Twilight Gotham, with Batman able to glide and rappel his way through the silhouetted towers of the city. Both are available on PlayStation Now, along with the also great prequel, Batman Arkham Origins. Bioshock was a brilliant reminder in an age of thumping blockbuster shooters that games can be full of astonishing action, but also full of ideas. Irrational Games' symbolism-laden immersive sim invites us into a dark, wonderfully realised underwater dystopia, then spends half its time starting conversations about Ayn Rand, and the other half asking us if we'd like to shoot fire out of our hands. The answer, Bioshock, is yes, we would, and we'd also like to enjoy similar powers in your underrated sequel Bioshock 2 and your dazzling Sky City follow-up Bioshock Infinite. All three are available on PlayStation Now, a celebration of the imaginative possibilities of games. Resogun was the surprise hit of the PS4 launch lineup, a classic arcade experience given a monumental visual polish and played to near perfection. The rules are simple: your ship flies through 5 cylindrical levels, blasting aliens, saving humans and fighting bosses, but the game has elegant depths of high scoring and combo chaining which can still deliver a completely mesmerising thrill. Eco and Shadow of the Colossus are such regulars on lists of amazing PlayStation games that it's worth reminding ourselves exactly why. Both of these mysterious adventures from Sony's Japan studio, led by Fumito Ueda, lead us into grand, haunted fantasy worlds. One, a huge castle full of puzzles, shadowy enemies, and a story about a princess that seems just beyond our grasp, and the other, a huge green land populated only by giant doomed ancients, in which you pursue a dark purpose on a really nice horse. They're magical, inscrutable, unlike anything else, and still completely essential. There's a very healthy collection of family titles on PlayStation Now, and none of them are healthier than the collection of LEGO games in particular. I'm not going to pull out any specific one. The draw here is partly that if you like collecting bricks and laughing at famous scenes redone in plastic, this lineup will keep you busy for weeks. There's Star Wars: The Complete Saga, Star Wars 3: The Clone Wars, Indiana Jones: The Original Adventures 1 and 2, Harry Potter Years 1 to 4 and 5 to 7, LEGO Batman, LEGO Batman 2 DC Superheroes, and the LEGO Movie video game. 10 full titles of puzzling, building, and LEGO adventuring. The PlayStation 4 return of God of War is only months away, and PlayStation Now offers the chance to reacquaint yourself with the series in a really, really big way. The slick, brutal original is here in its HD remastered form, the first game to give us howling hero Kratos and his swirling blades of chaos. And there's also the immediate follow-up God of War 2, the enormous PS3 spectacle of God of War 3, here available in its even more impressive remastered version for PlayStation 4, as well as God of War Ascension and HD versions of the very highly rated PS Vita games Chains of Olympus and Ghost of Sparta. 6 full-size adventures in all, an odyssey of unrelenting action through the pages of ancient myth. There are loads of scary games available on PlayStation Now, including Resident Evil and the so terrifying I never actually finished it, Siren Blood Curse. But there's something unique about Silent Hill 2, which you'll find in the Silent Hill HD collection alongside almost as good sequel Silent Hill 3, that takes things to a new level entirely. Silent Hill is a horror of perception and reality, of doubting your own senses as the world around you contorts into a fog-infested hell of guilt and murderous Freudian imagery. It's also a horror of beating terrifying fleshy mutations to death with a stick, and you really, really should give it a go. To recover from the terrors of Silent Hill, let's finish on the wordless wonder of Journey. Journey is a game about an unexplained pilgrimage made by your hooded hero from desert wastes to the peak of a mountain, across dazzling landscapes and haunting ruins. There's something magical going on, literally, a connection between our traveller and the world around him, encoded into symbols that light up at your touch, unlocking paths and giving Journey its moving, underlying sense that we are walking old ways that many have walked before. And there you have it, our list of 12, slightly more than 12, absolute classics that you can play on PlayStation Now right away. Let us know if you think there's anything that should have made this list. Hit like if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for loads more from the world of PlayStation.